Greetings and salutations, and this is Tech Plays here, back with more Tomb Raider, and yeah, we're continuing right where we left off, which is, yeah, a lot of these videos are going to start and end at camps, because that's the save points in this game, obviously, but, yeah. There'll be some parts where that varies, because as I played through this game, like I mentioned last video, this game kind of gets better as it goes. Like the starting point isn't as interesting as the later point of the game, and part of that can be evidenced by my play sessions of this game, because my first session of this game was just these first two videos, which was like 80 minutes of gameplay, and then my second session was also about 80 minutes of gameplay with the third and fourth videos. It's from there that I started playing the game for longer and longer periods each time I played it. One, because I had the time to, but also because I was just loving it. I was loving it once I got past the first 2-ish hours of the game. Like, I started really loving it. It gets really good later. I believe my third play session was also just 2 parts. But
these are fascinating.
It was due to not having the time to do more.
I've seen these
After
before.
that is when it increased, because
this female image.
Parts 7, 8, and 9 was 1 game session.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
By those islanders, no doubt.
10, 11, 12, and 13 were 1 play session. That was the longest one.
Well, let's hope
and then part 14 was
murderers
its
too.
own play session, because I had to stop playing the game to go get shit done, and then came back to finish it. So, yeah.
Together.
Oh, I have some things to say about Whitman, by the way. I have some things to say. Even if, like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but
Must be something around here we can
I'm
use.
going to speak on what my thoughts were at this point of the game.
Incredible.
This man is either sus as fuck, or he's an idiot. And you are gonna, that is the topic of this video today. You can call this an unofficial video essay that I come up, you can call this an unofficial video essay that I come up with on the top of my head, called Whitman is either sus as fuck or a dumbass. Not gonna tell you which it is, because spoilers, but he's either sus as fuck or a dumbass. And this is the first time where it seems like that, because his attitude to those drawings kind of feels a little too eager, if you know what I mean. He kind of isn't acting right. And this one can be chalked up to, oh, he's just a little weird. He's fascinated by it. No, there's a difference between being fascinated by this stuff, being interested in this stuff, which a lot of people in this group clearly are. Particularly, we know Laura, Sam, and Sam are really invested in this stuff. We know that Roth cares a little bit about this stuff, probably not to the same degree as they do. I do know all the characters' names, by the way. I do know all their names.
Just need a bit more.
That guy Matthias, we're gonna meet him again later. No spoilers, but we're gonna meet him again later. He's in a similar boat to he's in a similar boat to Sus or Dummy over there, but except we know Matthias isn't a dummy. He just comes off a little sus. No spoilers on if he is, but little sus. And when I say sus, I'm not talking about, like, you know, like, you might call someone sus if they're, like, acting a little too, like,
Right, that should do it.
sexual,
Let's see if I can
right?
fix this axe.
But I'm using it more in the sense that I suspect that someone is working against us. But yeah, this game, this is a thing I think Rise of the Tomb Raider does a little better, though that game kind of does the reveal a lot faster. Spoiler alert. There is a character in this game I'm not telling you which of the two it is. I'm not even gonna tell you if it is only one of the two, if it's both, or if it's neither and it's someone else. I'm not gonna tell you none of that, just in case you've never played this game. But by the way, if you've never played this game before, don't fucking play it. This game is great. But I'm not gonna spoil it. What I will do is say that this game makes it really obvious that someone is a traitor. Really fucking obvious. And it waits until near the tail end of the game to really kind of reveal it. And here's the thing here. I think what the game is going for is that it's supposed to be obvious to us because we're playing Laura and Laura picks up on it. But I don't know, it just kind of feels weak compared to the way it's done in Rise. In Rise it's done a lot faster, sure, but you're actually shocked when it happens. I was shocked the first time I played it, and I barely knew the character. But basically, there's a character in Rise who also betrays you, but that character isn't obvious about it. In fact, they're really not obvious about it at all. You don't know they betrayed you until the scene where it's revealed, which is about, I want to say, 2.5 hours into the game, I want to say. Which, like I said, it's a lot earlier, because this guy, the guy that betrays us in this game, doesn't get revealed fully as a traitor until, like, about 2/3 through the game. And even then, it's just Laura saying it, and, like, it's not the actual reveal. We get the actual reveal, like, maybe an hour after that point. But, yeah. I don't know, I think the second game handles it better. But like I said, I think the point is we're supposed to notice this guy is sus. Again, not telling you which one.
All right, Laura.
But I think the
Let's do
point
this,
is
Doctor.
for us to notice this guy is sus so that we know it before the characters do. I think that's the point. But it just feels a little nicer not knowing. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's some things I feel like it's better to let the audience know that the characters don't. And then there's other stuff that I feel like the characters should know the same time the audience does. And this is one of those things I feel like works better. Betrayal is
That female figure on the
Betrayal is a plot
In the age
point
of the
that works
symbols, it
better
could
when
be
the
the
audience
symbol.
learns it with the character.
Are you sure you're not channeling
With a
sound,
few
Doctor?
exceptions. There might be cases where,
There's
like,
no doubt.
we the
Himiko
audience
had
knows
power. Some say
they're gonna
power is
betray someone.
elemental.
A woman wields
And,
that much power, and sooner or later it gets called witchcraft.
Well,
Shouldn't discount
it
anything.
stays
Even when they
interesting
seem to
because
us
the
irrational.
character's gonna be hurt by it.
Still have
But the
much
fact of the
to
matter
learn.
is we don't really
You sound like my father.
know
It could be
Laura's
one hell of a
relationship
story, Laura.
with these characters
Not
all
if we
that
don't live to
much
tell it.
when we start noticing that this character is sus, right? We don't know her relationship with these characters that much. Aside from, like, Sam and Roth, who are pretty obvious from the start of the game. You obviously
is
see
Himiko.
her bonds with them
But look,
immediately.
The bowl,
But
the
the other
candles.
characters, right? You don't
Why
really
is she
see
still
her
being
how
worshipped?
she acts with
This
them
island,
until
it must
later
have once
in the
been
game.
part of
right?
Yamatai. You were right,
So
Laura.
you
The
see
Lost
this
Kingdom.
character acting
It's like
sus
finding Atlantis.
before
But this is real, Dr. Whitman. We're not standing on a myth.
you know what their relationship
We're
with
standing
Lara
on a gold
is,
mine.
which takes away the
Quickly, your friends are hurt.
interest
How many
of how the
bypass?
character is going to react. 'Cause it's like, I don't know.
Still have a gun.
At that point, it's better to just keep it as a surprise
I
twist.
don't want any trouble.
The second
Look up.
game could have gotten
But I
away
insist
with pulling
that
this,
afterwards you take
because the
us to
character who
whoever's in
betrays
charge.
Laura in the
doing?
second game is shown
I'm
from the
handling
start
this.
to be
No!
someone close to Laura.
No! Please!
I'm not gonna say who that is either, because I do plan to let's play that game eventually. But
just go
it's
along
shown to
with
be
them,
someone
Laura.
close to Laura, so we, the audience,
Do whatever they
immediately
say.
know. If they had, like, let the audience know that that character is sus from the start, like they do with a certain character in this game, we would
Who
know.
are you people?
We would still be interested because her reaction, right?
you any trouble, kill
And fucking hell, this is like I missed it because I was rambling, but this is the cutscene that just played. The cutscene that just is where I first went.
Round them up! Round them
Whitman
up!
is either the biggest fucking dumbass,
Don't you fucking move!
or he's sus as fuck,
Kill them all!
or he's a little of both. Not telling you which one, but fucking hell, I hate Whitman.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I hate him. I actually do. Fuck that guy. And it's like it's not a case of I just hate him as a person, but I can appreciate him as a character. No, I kind of hate both. I kind of hate his character, and I hate him as a person. And I might need to explain a little bit what I mean by that, because usually I try to separate the character from the person when I judge like fictional characters. There are some characters that I would never defend the actions of. I know they're horrible people. I hate them as a person, but I love them as a character. I enjoy seeing them on screen. I love whenever they're involved in a plot in a game, movie, show, whatever. You know, that's kind of what it is. It's the separation from how you see them as a person and how you see the way they're used as a character. The reason I hate Whitman as a character as well is because there's a really dumb part of his character that I really don't like. And we'll get to that later. But yeah, I just don't like Whitman. He's the one character in this game that isn't done great, because I do think the other characters are all fantastic. I love everyone else. I even love like the other villains in the game. I say villains plural, but there's really only like 3 other villains, and 2 of them are kind of like very minor. Yeah. I think this game and the second game has in common.
No one escapes.
They both have 2 main villains, or kind of a main villain and a secondary villain. And one villain of the pair is a traitor. It's interesting how that works. Fuck, I failed that. Sorry if I keep hearing you move my headset. I gotta what it is. Yeah, fuck this guy. This guy's creepy as fuck. He gets everything he deserves. Watch. If we succeed this time, I don't remember if we fail the second time or not. But when we do succeed, he gets everything he deserves. Not yet. We apparently failed again. I'm so used to like me cutting out extra deaths that like I thought that like I cut that one out. I guess I didn't. Oh well, it's there. It stays. I already compensated over it. Oh well. I don't think I did much cutting in this Let's Play. There might be more cuts later because I didn't really edit these videos fully yet. I kind of just cut like some previous parts and put them together so I can commentate. There might be like more edits done later as I'm commentating. So yeah. Yeah, fuck this guy. Get this guy out of here. No, fuck you. You deserve everything that's coming to you. So, like, this guy's a fucking creep. You don't just... Ugh. So gross what he was doing. Like... As a man, when I see men do stuff like that to women, it makes me really uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable with the fact I'm a man. For a brief moment, it makes me uncomfortable with the fact I'm also a man. Because another man just did that.
Oh God!
I fucking hate men that are like that. I hate creepy men. That is the thing. Because they give, like, actual good men. They kind of make all men look bad in a way. And I don't like that. And, okay, men are not the only group with that issue. There's, like, crazies in every group. There's crazies in every group. women, there are some women out there that might make all women look bad to some men. Just like the way creeps make all men look bad to some women. And it's like, when I was younger, I used to like get so annoyed when I would like see like a woman just like be like all men are evil or something like that. But then I'm like, but after like years of like kind of seeing where they're coming from, even though like I'm a man myself, after like years have passed, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Is the thing. I also kind of get it when some men say that like all women are bad or something. I don't agree. I don't agree with either. I strongly disagree with both. That's not the point. The point is I get how they came to that conclusion. It doesn't justify it. It doesn't mean they're right. Because in both cases they're being sexist. It just kind of makes you understand it once you remember men like that exist, or like more problematic women exist. You kind of like see where the two sides come from. They're still wrong, but you kind of see it. And it's like, at that point I can't even be mad at it. I'm just like, whenever I hear like all men or all women or something, I just don't say anything. Cause I can't. I'm just like, you're wrong, but if you're a person who has like bad experiences with men or women, that wasn't your fault, that was their fault, I gotta specify that, because there are some men and women that are just shitty people and they always blame the opposite sex. There are people like that, and they're not valid. But if you're like someone who's been a victim of the opposite sex before, I cannot blame you for hating the opposite sex. I can't at all. I can't. I might strongly disagree with you, but I'm gonna let you have your opinion, because fucking hell, the shit that some people go through, man. Like, it's not shit I'm comfortable saying in this video, but the shit some people go through, it's just like, no. After all that, after all you went through, the least you deserve is to hate them. That's the least you deserve. Like, let's be real. But yeah. I don't know. Some people are just shitty. Shitty people piss me off. They do. Like, shitty people. I dealt with a situation recently with a shitty person. Not gonna name names.
So what came
In fact, people who know, a lot of people who know me personally might not even know this person. Because like, I don't talk to this person with a lot of the people I know around.
Think we'll get any new recruits out of this bunch?
Basically, like, this person's part of a smaller, separated friend group, and I kind of just recently cut ties with them. And luckily, it didn't go as badly as last time. Flashback to the 27 times I've mentioned, probably more than that actually, but I mentioned the whole situation that happened in 2024 with a former friend. Not going into that again, because I'm over that. This situation hurt me a lot less, mainly because I kind of saw what was coming. I was able to cut it off like while it was happening, rather than, because the previous situation I was oblivious to what was about to happen and everything kind of just happened out of my control. This situation, I saw it coming. I saw the person acting like more and more like an asshole and like having and causing issues with people, and I just kind of like,
Yes.
I kind of was like, I'm not going through this again.
You okay?
Goodbye.
Oh God. Roth had me
Stop
trouble.
talking
They're
to him,
killing
cut them
people.
off.
What?
Like,
I don't
And it
know
wasn't
why.
like just me. It was
I had to
basically
kill
our whole
some of them.
friend group that
I
was
had
having
no
issues with this
choice.
person, right? So that's really what pushed me to do that. But it's also just that
It's scary just how easy it was.
if I didn't do something, this person was gonna escalate it more, and then it would turn into something that would hurt me,
whatever it takes
or hurt someone I care about. And I'm just like,
I'll try.
let's stop this here. Let's stop it here. I learned my lesson in 2024. I'm not fucking. Whenever I see like obviously I'm not gonna jump at the like the first potential red flag I see in the friend. I'm not gonna jump at the chance to just betray them or anything like that, or double cross them or whatever.
kind of container.
I'm not gonna jump at the chance to do that because I'm a loyal person. I like to stick with people I care about, and I would just feel like a shitty human being if I did that. So I'm not gonna do that. But when you start causing issues with everybody, and it's something that's been going on for a minute, and we told you
The thing about nightmares
About
is
it.
sooner or later, you wake up.
and you still kept
But
on,
there's no waking up from this place.
that's when I know to cut you out.
I'm really doing these things.
You're not trying to improve. You don't
No.
care how we feel.
Don't think about it, Lara.
That's
Not
when I
now.
know. And it's
won't
like
help.
it's always hard to cut someone out. It is
don't
like
know what's happened to
I did say this situation hurts me a lot less
Okay.
because I was able to stop it before anybody got hurt. Emotionally speaking, of course, because like obviously this person wouldn't have hurt us physically, but I was able to stop it before anybody got hurt emotionally or mentally.
Looks like a small.
So it didn't hurt me as bad as the other situation from almost a couple years back. But it did like it does hurt a little, right? This was a person I was friends with for a little bit. Not as long as the last friendship that ended, but yeah.
Stay here. I'll check it out.
And unlike the person in the last situation, I actually let this person know what me and our friend group let this person know what our issue with them was ahead of time so they could fix it, so we could solve it, find like solutions and stuff, right? We let them know what they did wrong, and I gave them a warning right before I blocked them. So it's like right before I cut them out, I gave them a warning. So you know what? That makes me better than the person. Who turned on me a couple years back. That makes me better than them. Because they couldn't give me that. And that's the only thing, like, obviously, like, the main thing that hurt me during that last situation was my friends getting hurt. But after that, the main thing that hurt, like, me after that was the fact they didn't even let me know what I did wrong. Right? Like, that's the part that really ate at me. Because it was like, I didn't know if I actually did something wrong, or if this person was just being an asshole, and they were an asshole the whole time. He was just a fake friend, right? And as time goes, I lean more and more towards the latter as time goes on, because quite honestly, it makes less and less sense that I did something wrong when I look back. No, obviously, I could have done something wrong that I don't know about. But I still don't know what it is. And the first month of that situation, I was trying to reflect, trying to think of what I did wrong. And I was in a pretty self-loathing mindset at that time due to this former friend cutting me off a couple years back, right? Without warning, without telling me what I did wrong, none of that shit. I was just in a very self-loathing mood, so it should have been easy for me to figure out what I did. If anything, I should have came up with shit I didn't do, like that I should have came up with shit that wasn't actually wrong, and assumed it was wrong, because that's where my mind goes sometimes when I'm in a self-loathing mood. Is, oh, I did something wrong here, even though it wasn't, right? Like, just kind of how that goes, right? It's like, I don't know. I'm over that situation now for the most part. I'm never going to forgive that person. That is something I've like cemented in my mind. That person's never been going to be forgiven. They have permanently severed ties with me and the mutual friends we had at the time. They have permanently severed ties with all of us. And if they ever try to talk to me or those friends or the friends they hurt again, I'm gonna stand up for myself or my friends against this person. I'm not gonna take it. This person ain't gonna hurt us no more. This person ain't hurting me no more. Like I said, I'm pretty much over it. Like meat. You can tell I'm over it because anytime I bring it up at this point, I basically have almost no emotion in saying it. It's basically just me repeating what I've said 1,000 times before. That's kind of all it is. Combat situation. I accidentally got spotted. That is not lovely at all. Sir, back the fuck up. I'm just gonna... Yeah, fuck you guys. Scare you guys and get him. I had to do that. Yeah, we're gonna head through here.
I can do this.
You think popping noise in the background? Is someone shooting fucking fireworks? What holiday is on February 5th? I'm hearing fireworks. I hope that's not getting picked up on the mic because, like, I usually don't do commentary on like holidays in case of like fireworks and shit like that because outside noise gets picked up pretty easily. But yeah, that's definitely fireworks. What? I'm also dating this video by doing commentary on February 5th. What holiday?
Thank God you're alive.
God's got nothing to do with it. It's good to see you two, girl.
Sorry, they did a real number on your leg.
No, looks worse than it is.
February 5th is recognized as
Have you heard from any
National
of the others?
Weather Person's
Nothing.
Day in the U.S.
Wait, what are you doing?
The wolves took my food pack. The transmitter from the lifeboat's in it. If we don't get that back, we're not getting off this bloody island.
You need,
I don't think
bandages,
they would do
morphine,
fireworks for that.
antiseptic.
Also, celebration. If you celebrated that. Nah, I don't exactly. I'm not getting a straight answer, so out of here. Fuck.
Oh no. No.
Jeez, I hate this.
No.
This phone is pretty great in a lot of
Don't do
ways.
this to me, you
I like my
naughty
phone
bastard.
in a lot of ways. But there's one thing, two things I hate about it, but the other one I'm not going to go into.
Okay.
The main thing I hate about it is that it slows down so much anytime I need to use my browser. And I don't know why. I've cleared the cache and everything on my browser, it's still doing it.
Thank God he's still alive. Wolf tracks. Oh God, what am I doing?
Pack's up there somewhere.
Anyway, we're going to be ending off the video here, so bye.